Hey, hi. In this video, I will show you how we can use Amazon Transcribe service to stream the speech to text. Okay. So and also that too using streaming SDK for Python, which is in preview mode as of now. Okay. So as you see in my screen, so here, right? So let's say there is a speaker who is speaking in English continuously. Okay. And for example, there is a business case which needs these talks needs to be converted into a text, and that has to be happen at the real time, in the sense when a speaker speaks of what a particular content, and that content has to be translated into the text, and that also be happen parallelly. Okay, I mean to say at the real time. Okay, that's what we call it as a streaming speech to text. Okay, now that kind of a task is possible now with using Amazon Transcribe service. I have also previously created a video around Amazon Transcribe service, which is a at rest speech to text creation. Okay, whereas this is streaming, nothing but live speech to text creation. Yeah. So for this one here, I'm focusing with using the Python SDK. Okay, so just 3 months back from now, Amazon has developed a SDK which is in Python, and that Python module helps us to do the speech to text conversion at real time. Yeah. So let's see how we can do that. Okay. So this is my pictorial overview of my demo. Okay. So with that note, let's go to the demo. So when I say demo, in the sense, what I did is I have taken this script, which has been documented in the Amazon documents, and the same script has been present here. So I will quickly walk you through the steps of this code, and also I will show you the real time demo, like saying like how a speech at real time can be converted into a text. Okay, so this is the script which does that magic. Yeah. So this script I have open in the Visual Studio Code, right? So before I run this script, we have some prerequisites to be done. First, you need to set up the context to your AWS account. So you can do that, as you know, you can do that using the AWS configure. Okay, so you will be setting the context of your AWS account with using AWS CLIs. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now, with using AWS configure. So this is nothing but AWS CLI command, okay, which will sets the context to the AWS account. Yeah. So this is the my access key, which I have already has already put down there. Yeah. Now access key, ID key, and this is the reason and JSON format as an output. Yeah. So by doing this, what I did is I have set the context saying like, so this is my secret, this is my ID, this is my reason, and this is what the output I want. Okay. So nothing but you are setting the context to AWS account. Okay. Along with that, now we have to install, you have to make sure that you install with the two Python modules in your system. Okay. First one. Okay. Now I have documented in the command here. I will be sharing this script even though it is available in the Amazon document links. Whereas I will also share this link which will be uploaded to my repo as well. Okay. So this is purely for demo. Okay. Whatever the script has been given by the Amazon, I'm just showcasing that like how we can consume that. Yeah. So now as there is a requirement that we need to install the two Python modules. In general, there are three. Okay. So here by running the command python -m pip install Amazon -transcribe, and also it will install AIO file. Okay, that is AI file. Okay, that is AIO file. So these are the two. Okay, these are the two Python modules which we are installing now. Okay, I have already installed, but for the sake of demo, I'm just rerunning it again. It will do nothing here. Yeah. So after once this has been installed, we also needs to install the other module. Okay, so here since I have already installed, that's the reason it says already satisfied. Yeah. Now let me go ahead and install the other module as well. Okay. So let me make it big so that it is visible good. So what we did now, we set the AWS CLI context. Then I have installed my Python module. That is, there are two modules I installed. Amazon-transcribe. Okay, this is the new Python module which has been developed by AWS, and that is currently in preview stage. Okay, remember and note that this module currently in previous stage. Okay, that's the reason it is not meant for production consumption, but whereas you can do it at POC level. Okay, get ready your environment so that once it goes in a GA that is globally available, then you can consume this service for your business business use case purpose. Okay. So now we have installed the Amazon Transcribe AIO file module as well. Along with that, we have installed sound device as well. So, okay, why I'm installing sound device is because here I will show you that the real time when I speak from my headset. Okay, I'm currently wearing the headset, and from this headset I will play a English clip. Okay, and that word will be that kind of speech will be converted into the text at real time. Okay, at real time, nothing but the as soon as you speak up, the result will be shown here. Okay, that's a parallel thing will be happening. Yeah, so that's the reason we are installing sound devices module in the Python, because we need to take the sound from from this headset and push that the sound data to the Amazon Transcribe service for streamlining purpose and get the required result. Okay, yeah. So that's the reason we are using this module. Now, before I run this script, let me quickly walk you through this code. Okay, so this script has already been explained in the Amazon document, but still for this demo, I will cover at a layman term. Okay, so if I come down to the script, okay, so the script starts from here. This scripts where we are leveraging the asynchronous IO module. Yeah. So before I run to this one, let me go bit atop here. So as I explained, so here we are importing asynchronous CI. Okay, because so here, so the logic behind here is, see the here the operations, that is the transcribe operation is happening asynchronous mode. That's the reason we see the voice to text conversion at most almost at real time. Yeah, real time conversions. That's the reason we are using asynchronous IO module of Python. Similarly, we are using sound device as well. Yeah, and further to that, we are also leveraging the Amazon Transcribe modules client. In that the client, we are using the streaming client, stream handler, transcript stream result stream handler, transcript event. Yeah, so these are the modules we are leveraging again here. Yeah, once the modules are been imported here, so the code will start running from here, where we are leveraging the async COI module. In that one, get event loop function will be called, and that will be stored in this variable. From the variable, we are again invoking one more function, that is run until complete. Okay, so that's the name says run, I mean keep on running, yeah, until that completes. Then we are invoking the basic transcribe function within the same script. Okay, so let me go to the next. Okay, the flow will come here. So as you see here, at every function definition, there's a annotation saying like async. Okay, so nothing but which will make this function to run asynchronously. Yeah, so this is basic underscore transcribe function is been invoked now, where again we are loading the function called transcribe streaming client. Okay, so we are loading the transcribe streaming client of region US East 1, that is North Virginia region, and that the variable which is gets stored here is client. Okay, from the client again we are leveraging the await kind of operation, and in that one we are invoking the API called start stream transcription. Okay, as the name says, start stream transcription, which is nothing but it will translate the speech to text at a real time. Okay, that's what the name says. Okay, so inside this we are giving the parameter. One is the language code. Okay, so there are AWS given language codes which we need to follow. For some languages there is a one unique code. Okay, for example, for English in US, okay, that's the reason E and US. Similarly, we are passing the one more parameter, media sample rate in hertz. Okay, that is 16,000 hertz. Okay, yeah, and media encoding is PCM. Okay, so these are technical words which you can leverage, which you can go through the go through the AWS document and get to know about these. Yeah. So once you loaded the stream, right, from there we are going ahead and invoking. Okay, as you see here, so this is my handler event is a one more function, one more class here. So it's a class being defined, so that class gets invoked here as well. So they are creating an object of that particular class. Yeah, and the object is handler. Yeah. So here if you see here, so there is again we are using the await kind of annotation here, where we are leveraging the asynchronous IO module and gather. Yeah, nothing but which will retrieve the output of the operation. Okay, So when you say asynchronous, in the sense it is invoking two function here, okay? In the sense it is invoking the two functions simultaneously. One function which will call the API to convert the speech into text, another API which is which will retrieving the results from the API at the real time, yeah. So that's the reason you see two functions being called as a parameter of this gather function, right? One is the handler event, which is nothing but above class only. So first let's see the write chunks, okay? So in write chunks, what we are doing is we are invoking the mic stream, nothing but, so write chunk, as the name says, it will take the input from the mic and make that voice clip into multiple chunks, right? And pass us to the stream, nothing but transcribe stream conversion API, yeah. So now again, this operation is happening at asynchronous real-time method, yeah. So now let's go to the before I continue next, I will let me go here because the flow will happen something like this. So again, this function is again as a asynchronous definition. It's a asynchronous function. So here what we are doing is we are using as a, again asynchronous get event loop method, and this loop is been used in the down the line, yeah, okay. So similarly, input queue is been created here, right? So again, we have the internal function within the function. So this is the within function callback function is been written here, okay. So finally, what we are doing is, as you see here, so sound device, right? So this is the sound device, nothing but the headset which I am wearing, right? From there, the voice clip will be taken as the voice will be taken as an input, and it will be fed to the transcribe API, which does the transcription at streaming level, yeah. And where the channel is equal to 1 and the sample rate equal to something 16,000 and callback is something like this, yeah. Block size, okay. So these are the parameters being given, yeah. So in general, what this function does is it will create the voice into multiple sample and feds to the transcribe API, yeah. Okay, so once this has been done, let's go back to the next the write chunk function. So again, it's a for loop, okay. For each chunk, what it does is it will invoke the mic, okay. So it will invoke the mic stream function, yeah. And finally, again, we are calling the stream, right? So if we go to the stream, so which has been fed here, input stream send audio event, right? So which will nothing but, again, I mean, that's the reason, right? We are whatever the input is being given from the mic will be cut into chunks, and it will be passed to the input to the passed as an input to the API, yeah. That's what it does, right? Similarly, stream dot input stream ends, okay. Until it ends, it will keep on invoking this chunk, okay. So similarly, let me go to the final function, okay. So this is the handler function, yeah. So this is the handler function which actually retrieves the output out of our API, yeah. So handler, right? This is the handler events, okay. So let's go here. So nothing but the invocation comes here, right? Handler transcribe events, okay. Again, the function within the function has been there. So in this one, transcribe event, right? So nothing but this is the event and transcribe results, yeah. So nothing but, so what it is in general, what it is so the chunks which has been fed from the below function, right, which is again in turn an input from the mic, is passed to API, and whatever the result comes, right, that results output will be done here, right? So this is the function which will tell us the outputs, okay. Whatever the clips whatever the voice which we give here, right, whatever the voice we present as an input from the mic, and the converted output will be given by this line, that is line number 26, okay. Anyways, so this is my general explanation about this code. Whereas if you want to understand at real time, please go to and read the AWS document again. So in the video description, I will give the links of my this script and also the link of the AWS document as well, yeah. So with that note, now let's see like how this function works if I run this, yeah. So now what I do is I will run the code, and first I will show you the output given when the input is like my voice, okay. Let's say if I'm speaking some words, or if I'm speaking some lines in English, let's see how it converts, okay. Then after also I will also show the output of an recorded video or recorded clip as well, yeah, which will play from my mic as well. So now let me run this script. Yeah, it has started now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, as you see here, so the output is yeah, output is being generated here, right, which is at real time. So if I speak something an example a line, so that is getting presented here. Okay, so let me make something big. Even though whatever I speak in the in this video, it is getting as an output, right? So as you see, right, so whatever I'm speaking, which is real time output. Yeah, so this is my voice, which is now converted into a text, and which is and given as an output here, right? The output, which is as you see here, is a real time output. Yeah, now what I do is I will play a clip, right? And this is the clip of Linus Torvalds, which okay, and let's see how the output is will be given. Yeah. And that's how I've always worked. I mean, this was how I started Linux too. I did not start Linux as a collaborative project. I started it as one in a series of many projects I had done at the time for myself, partly because I needed the end result, but even more because I just enjoy programming. So it was about the end of the journey, which 25 years later we still have not reached, but it was really about the fact that I was looking for a project on my own. Yeah. So as you see here, I have successfully shown you that like how we can consume this script, which has been given by the AWS. Yeah. So that's it. Okay. So this is again, right, as you see here. So what I see the difficulty here is, so the word which I'm saying here is getting printed, or it is getting printed for multiple times. Okay. As of now, the output is not purified, or output is not yet refined. Okay. So there is one more parameter, so that needs to be fed. Okay, so as of now, since this module is in preview stage, right, that's the reason the refinement parameter is not yet been given, right, whereas it is present in the, so okay, let me go back to the, so for the case, let me show you what is the thing which is not available in the Python module. Yeah, so I'm in the, as you see in my screen, so this is the Amazon transcribe a page of my AWS account, right? So this is the real time. So as you see here now, start streaming. Okay, so this is very matured real time streaming. Even we can stream from here as well. Okay, so let me click on the button start streaming, and I will show that it will stream here as well, right? Can you see? So this is, see, this is very matured, right? Hello, so this is Rekhu, right? So this is, yeah, so this is real time transcription. Yeah, so it's, as you see, when you use the Microsoft microphone something, right, whatever I speak here, huh, so that is getting printed here, right? So this is very matured output, but whenever you see here, so whenever you see here the output, which is a very duplicate one. Okay, so to refine it, we need to pass some parameter, which is as of now not been given in the Python model, in this Python model, but whereas it is present, you can leverage the other API endpoint as well. For example, you can use the WebSocket, or you can use the HTTPS endpoints. Yeah. So why it is not sampled here, and why it is not sampled in the Python module, right, which is in preview now, whereas it is sampled in this real-time transcription, yeah, from the the Amazon portal. Why? Because if I go to the customizations conditions here, there is a one parameter. Okay, the partial result stabilization. Okay, so I need to open this. This partial result stabilization feature is not yet been given from this sample transcribe module. Okay, nothing but, yeah, so nothing from this module, from Amazon transcribe module of Python, it is not yet been given. That's the reason you see there is a multiple partial results are being given, but whereas the, yeah, indeed it is giving the real result, but there are multiple partial results. Okay, so yeah, so that's the reason. So here, let me stop the streaming. Right, once you stop the streaming, if I go to the customization, right, this feature has to be enabled. That is partial result stabilization, where the stabilization level equal to, you can choose whatever you want. Generally recommended is medium level. Okay, so if we enable this kind of feature, or if we pass these kind of parameters while invoking the Amazon Transcribe stream APIs, so in that case we will get the very refined output. Okay, not like these not stable outputs. Okay, yeah. So that's the key update from my side. As of now, this video covers this much only. Finally, uh, let me stop this. Okay, so how to stop? Okay, so let me make a note that to stop it, we need to click Control C. Yeah. So by clicking the Control C, I'm just running this code abruptly. Yeah. So this is how the Python module is available till now. It is still under preview. Whereas when it goes to the GUI, probably this will get very matured, and you can consume this API in your business modules or business workloads. Okay, yeah. So with that note, thanks a lot for my watching. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. Kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay. So with that note, thank you. Thanks a lot.